Hey, what's up, guys? Johnny Con here, aka Not Such a Conqueror, with another banger of a video. Today, let's talk about zodiac signs and combat. So, each sign has its own combat capabilities or a thing that would make it stand out in terms of combat. Now, this is assuming that there's no other placements that heavily dilutes or kind of like messes with your sun sign. So we're basically basing it off of that. All right, so let's start off with the first one, which is Pisces, I believe. Right? I know they say Aries is the first one, but let's start off with the Pisces. Pisces, slippery motherfuckers. You can't hold on to them. Even if you think that you got them in your pocket, you think that they're really nice. Bam! They end up like running through your fingers. Slippery little fish. What else is there to say? They're pretty smart too. There's some high IQ Pisces out there. You got Steve Jobs, the chess prodigy. Wasn't it? I believe Bobby Fischer was also a Pisces. Number 2, Aquarius. Another smart motherfuckers. Just not only that, they know how to network with other people. Let's see. Some boxers are actually Aquariuses. Some good boxers tend to be Aquariuses. Like Oscar De La Hoya. Detached but really smart. Kind of almost like in the Virgo kind of way. They know. They'll study you and they'll know what makes you tick. So be careful. It ain't that easy. Okay, who should we go with next? Okay, March. Damn, actually I should have gone with Aries. Alright, fuck it. Let's go with Aries. Aries, I mean, they know how to like initiate shit. They'll start shit. Out of the 3 fire signs, they're the ones that have that spark. They're the ones that start shit, which tend to be fights sometimes. They'll start it, but the finish is kind of like, yes, But everyone can take a page from an Aries, Just start that shit, alright? Stop thinking about it so much. Some of your, some good generals and warriors tend to be Aries. Let's go with Taurus next. Taurus, need I say more? Some good boxers are born under this sign. Also, they have the ability to outlast. It's their ability to outlast situations is almost really second to none. Really, I'd even say their ability to outlast is probably like first place. And Scorpio probably like a close second, maybe. They're stubborn. They're bullheaded. It ain't always about finishing the race first. It's about just finishing the race, period. Which a lot of people don't even, finish what they start. But Taurus has that, steadfastness. Might take them 5 or 10 years, but they'll do it. Let's go with Gemini next. Gemini. These guys are real smart, They tend to do like crimes that are very like cerebral. Some if there's any like how can I say this? Dudes that were on the FBI's top 5 or top 10. These guys are usually the guys that have some kind of like mental component to it, almost like a puzzle to it. So don't underestimate these guys. Because with them it's mental, and they have that evil twin too. Don't be surprised if Gemini flips the script on you. Next, Cancer. Now, if you're an amateur to horoscopes or zodiac signs, you would think that this sign is easy to bully or push around, but nah, these guys are, a lot of good fucking generals, leaders, conquerors are born under this sign. Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, Julio Cesar Chavez, the boxer, are born under this sign. These guys are good fighters, Out of the water signs, these guys are probably the more well-balanced of the 3. They go between the earth and the water. They probably know how to like manage those situations better than a Scorpio or a Pisces. But not to take away anything from those signs. Next, Leo. These guys are also a fire sign, but I was going to try to make an analogy with the other fire signs. Aries is your spark. I would say that Sagittarius is just a flame that keeps on going. But Leo is a different kind of flame. I don't know how to describe it. Good leaders, good determination. They know what they want. I believe Napoleon was born under this sign. A lot of bodybuilders are born under this sign. A lot of leaders are born under this sign. And let's see, who's next? Virgo, another sign that's easy to underestimate, but don't underestimate them. Because a lot of good boxers are also born under this sign. They know exactly where to hit you. Rocky Marciano. Who was the other one? Marquez, the guy that knocked out Pacquiao. They figure out that little weak spot in your armor. They know exactly where to hit you. I've known some great fighters under this sign. Do not underestimate a fucking Virgo. Nice people, but when they're determined to get you, they'll know exactly where to get you. Next, Libra. Another sign that you would think is easy to underestimate, but don't. Because their opposite in the Zodiac wheel, I believe, is Aries. If you flip the script on a Libra, don't be surprised when they stand up for themselves, because they will stand up for themselves, and they'll give you a run for your money intellectually wise too. And they're very bright. They're very bright and they're very sociable. Next, the best sign of them all, the superior one, Scorpio. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying that because that's my sign. Okay, Scorpio, my Scorpio brothers, I say this to you. If you're evolved, if you have a strong mind, that we can go to the depths of feeling, the depths of emotion, and we're surrounded by the carcasses of other zodiac signs that have tried to beat us or dominate us. There's carcasses of other animals down there deep in the ocean that try to fuck with us. You can be your worst enemy, if you don't know how to temper your emotions. But other than that, your power, you're also ruled by Mars. You have that you know what it's like to feel that nuclear explosion. I know that you know what I'm talking about. Some good generals have been born under this sign, Scorpio. Okay, next, the Sagittarius. I would say one of their best abilities is the ability to not really give a fuck. And it's not that they're trying to pretend that they don't give a fuck. They really do not give a fuck. It's kind of hard to tie them down to anything. You try to tie them down, they'll just buckle and just do whatever the fuck they want. They generally do not give a shit. So that's their gift. Moving on. Who's next? Capricorn. Both of my parents are Capricorn. Capricorn has that ability to climb. I would say that Scorpio and Capricorn are almost alike, kind of. Except Capricorn. I have seen sometimes Capricorns, with a little bit of melancholy, but that's very rare. But other than that, they're climbers. They'll try to get to the top. If they're career oriented and ambitious, they'll have that thing, where they just keep on climbing. And I've known some very generous Capricorns. Some of the best boxers are Capricorns. Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. Need I say more? George Foreman. Some of the best boxers. Who's after Capricorn? I think that's it. I think we got everybody. Who else am I missing? I got all the water signs. I got all the fire signs. I got all the earth for sure. Earth, fire, I got them all. Water, I got them all. Air, I got them all. I said Libra, I said Aquarius, I said Gemini. Yeah, I got them all. All right. So thanks for listening to my TikTok, and see you guys soon. Peace.